Look, a ton of respect for Tommy Lloyd, his team, Arizona, their program. I thought they were incredible tonight. I thought our guys made some big-time winning plays. A lot of game pressure. They just wouldn't go away, even the 19-point lead. No lead really felt safe with them. And I thought our guys hit some clutch free throws, made just enough plays. Obviously, it was hard to get stops for anybody in this game, but sometimes that's how it goes. But I couldn't be more proud. Hats off to Arizona with the job they did, and just proud to be moving on. It's a quick turnaround, obviously, so for us, our focus after this tonight goes straight to the preparation, but we're going to enjoy this one. Never going to take for granted going to an Elite Eight. That's a special thing. So I'll let you guys talk to them.
All right. We'll do questions for the student athletes. We'll start in row 3. First 2 questions will be from row 3 right here in front of me.
Riley Frayne from Mid-Major Madness. Sion, for you, I'm curious, obviously before coming to Duke here, you spent some time at Tulane. I'm curious how your role there, as a leader growing and developing there at Tulane has kind of, prepared you for a role here with this Duke team on a big stage like this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everything I did over those 4 years, whether I knew it or not, was preparing me for moments like this. Throughout the whole time, I was dreaming of being able to compete in the tournament, play for in a Sweet 16. We get to compete in the Elite Eight. So really the big thing for me was just learning to stay the course, and I feel like that's what we did as a team tonight.
Staying in row 3 right in the middle.
This is for Cooper, Matt Norlander, CBS. You had 30 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, 3 blocks. You're the first player since Dwayne Wade's triple-double in 2003 to hit the thresholds of at least 25 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in a tournament game. How did you do it?
I think just playing with really good energy, trusting our game plan, trusting my teammates. They put me in some really good spots tonight. Coach as well just put me in some really good spots. I think just, making the right play and just letting the game happen.
We'll come down here in the front row on the other side.
Jackson Shanks, Seton Hall Center for Sport Media. This goes for Coop and Con. Guys, this team is so young and yet plays with such poise and togetherness. Like Coach Scheyer mentioned, Arizona just wouldn't go away, and eventually you guys pulled it out. What is it about the brotherhood that turns young men like yourselves into the calibers of players that you are in just one season?
Why don't we start with Con, and then we'll go to Cooper.
Yeah, I think we just really embody our coach. He's always poised, he's always steady. So down the stretch, we're like him.
Yeah, and I think what I could add is I think it's a testimony to some of the guys that Coach brought in. Mason, Sion, and then having Tyrese come back. Just those 3 older guys that have such wisdom and have been in some of these situations before and have so much game experience. They bring so much leadership to our team, and they've just meant so much in those moments of being poised and keeping our heads on straight.
We'll go here right in front of me, row 2.
Gina Mizell from the Philadelphia Inquirer. For Cooper and Con, those 2 threes that you each hit right before the half, can you take us through both of those plays? And Cooper in particular, just you obviously showed a lot of motion after that shot you hit at the buzzer. Just what were you feeling in that moment going into the half?
Start with Cooper, and then we'll go to Con.
Yeah, I think it was a great rebound by Mason. Just getting the ball. We were kind of going through a little struggle at the end of that first half of, coming up with the defensive rebounds. So just a huge rebound by him at the end of the half to close it out. He hit me on the run. Just went up and made a shot.
And Con?
Yeah, we talk about inflection points, and the end of the half is a really big inflection point. So it was tie ball game, hit 2 threes, gives us a bunch of momentum coming in the second half.
We got time for one more question. We'll take it from Zoom. We have Dan Tortora. I'm going to allow Dan to talk. So, Dan, you should be on right now.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Cooper, for you, hindsight 2020, what spoke to you when it came to Duke University in your recruitment? And now that you're looking back on that and you're just a couple steps away at the opportunity for a national championship, what that decision means right now?
Yeah, I think it's just a credit to Coach Scheyer, the vision that he laid out for me. It just really felt like the right place with the right people.
All right, we'll excuse the student athletes. Congratulations, guys. We'll see you tomorrow and Saturday. At this time, we'll take questions for Coach Scheyer. Once again, just raise your hand. We'll get microphone to you. Give name and affiliation before asking your question. We'll start in row 3 again with Matt.
Matt Norlander, CBS. John, can you frame the performance your team just put on in reference to the entire rest of the season? Did you see anything in particular from your guys tonight that maybe hadn't showed up until this point? And or if not, when what you learned?
Well, I just thought it was great. In retrospect, obviously, in the moment, you want it to be as smooth as possible. But I thought the whole game, there's some uncharacteristic plays that Arizona made us pay for. And whether it's just the discipline you have to have off the ball, some of the loose balls we didn't come up with. So I love the fact that we weren't perfect, and you're not going to be necessarily perfect in these games. And just to hang tough, and I thought we did a great job. Somebody asked about the end of half. I mean, that was critical, in that moment. But then look, they just put a ton of game pressure on us. I think that the clutch free throws, and just to get one, I thought Kaman's block was a big play at the end there. So nothing necessarily new. I mean, we've been in some tough moments before, but when you fill the tournament that way, a Sweet 16 game, I was just really proud of our guys who, I mean, these three guys haven't been in that before, to be able to step up and just trust what we do. I think that's the biggest thing I've tried to emphasize to them.
We'll stay in the middle of the room, row 2.
Coach Bobby Gorenti, Search Sports. How do you prepare for a team that just scored 113 points and broke the record for three-point shots?
Well, look, I'm not even going to get into that. I haven't watched, I haven't seen. I see they scored 113 points. It's a heck of a performance. We know it's going to be a big-time challenge on Saturday, but we'll be preparing all night, and obviously I could give you a more informed answer on that tomorrow.
We'll come back here in the first row on the other side.
Jackson Shanks, Seton Hall Center for Sport Media. Coach, it can be easy for young players to get emotional when they're in foul trouble, especially on a stage like this. How did you balance leaving those guys on the floor the way that you did?
Well, I just look. We've built up an entire season of trust and teaching, and the lessons we've learned to, really everything we've done from the off season, from April 1st to now, has led to being mentally tough, physically tough, and together for these moments. And I thought our guys showed that poise. I think they showed that togetherness, and they're not afraid. And you hope to recruit that, but until they get here, you don't fully know. And I have a bunch of guys, man. They're killers. They're fearless, and they sure weren't afraid of this moment.
Stay on that side in the back, standing.
Roger Rubin from New York Newsday. Speaking about Cooper, big stage, huge performance. I mean, do you think that this is a scene that he likes? Does he ever stop impressing you?
It sure looked like that to me, that he enjoyed it. And the thing that's special, look, that was one of the best tournament performances I've ever coached or been a part of. And just how he was with you guys, that's how he is. Like, he just did what you're supposed to do, and he'll move on and get ready for Alabama. And I think that's the beauty of it with him. He doesn't get caught up in all that. And I thought he just had. What I've wanted from him is not to defer. I've just wanted him to fully be him, and I thought he was that. He was in his element tonight. He was him, and he had just a great personality. He was loose, talking, competitive, the whole thing. And so, yeah, I mean, he impresses me all the time. But we need more of that on Saturday.
We got time for one more question. We'll go over here in the front row.
Coach, all these different conferences have a bunch of teams representing them, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, and you're the lone ACC team still in the Elite Eight, Sweet 16. What does it mean to you to represent and be the only team from the ACC still standing?
Well, look, I mean, it means a lot. I've grown up in the ACC, so I take a lot of pride in what our league is capable of, what it's done in the past. And I think I'm most proud of representing Duke in that way. But obviously the ACC has been something. I don't know how many years, 15, 16 years I've been in this league as a player and as a coach. And just nobody, I mean, the success we've had has been incredible. And so just to be able to represent and do that means a lot to us.
Coach, we
All right.
appreciate you taking the time.
you.
Congratulations. We'll